Hi, I'm Tim. This is Timberway Designs. I'm running a series of videos where I'll be making some cabochons out of rocks that I find and or purchase. And this week we're going to be making a cab out of a piece of porphyry I found on the beaches of Lake Superior. So let's make a cab. This week we're going to make a cabochon out of a piece of porphyry I found on a Lake Superior beach last year. I've already cut this one in half because sometimes I get kind of curious and I like to see what's inside of them. Porphyry is basalt or lava with crystals of feldspar in it. And this one here has some porosity in it. So there was some agates or minerals, making agates or whatever on the inside. And you can see that on the outside. What I'm hoping is this one seems pretty solid. I'm going to take a 1/4-inch slice off this edge here and make a calibrated shape, no bezel, out of this here. I haven't decided how big I'm going to make it yet. I got the rock wet so we can kind of take a closer look at it. You can see the feldspar crystals in here. You can see the nodules that are trying to form in the pockets. Like I said, I'm hoping there's no pockets, when I finish this thing up. This thing is hard enough, so I think it'll make a nice cabochon with not a lot of porosity in it. Okay, we're down on the saw here. I'm going to use my my fence here that comes with this saw to cut a slab off this piece of feldspar right here. Okay, we got this cut. Let me get this guy out of the way. Got this cut. Kind of liking what I'm seeing here. I'm not seeing any porosity. There's some good pattern, especially on this side here, but on the top here it looks good. So I'm thinking we could do something with this. Now I got to kind of figure out what size of a cab I want to make out of this, so we'll go upstairs and figure that out. Okay, we got our slab cut off our piece of porphyry here. I think I'm gonna go with kind of an ellipse, 30 millimeter, and this will be the bottom here, because if you look at it, the sides kind of slope up this way like this. And I get more bang for my buck that way, because if I did it on this side, then I lose all this stuff right here. So let's get the template on there and trace out the shape we're going after. Let's see. Now you don't want it right on the edge, but close to the edge. And when you're marking it in, make sure you get right on the edge. Get most of your, probably not as important when you're doing a bezel and as just a free shape like this. Here we go. So I'm going to go back downstairs. I'm going to trim off this portion here, and then whatever, I'm not going to get right on the line, but I'm going to get as close as I can, and then I'll just grind the rest of it off on the cab machine. All right, we're back on the saw. I got the cab here. We're going to trim off the excess like I showed upstairs. So let's get that done. All right, that's close enough. We'll go ahead and get the wax warmed up and put a dob stick on this so I can handle it while I'm grinding away on the cab machine. So now we got our cabochon here. We're going to take it down to the line. We're going to take it down to the line here. Since we're not doing a bezel, we just got to make sure we're on the line and there ain't no bulges or concaves. Just remember when you grind this, just keep it moving. Don't stop, especially on this wheel here, because it'll give you a flat spot. All right, went and daubed the cabochon on the wax, the dob stick, so I can work it on the wheels. So it'll be the same as the last video. We'll start out with the 80 grit, 220 grit, 280 grit, and then we'll polish it on the other end. So here we go. Well, sometimes it comes off the stick, the wax cracks or something. It happens occasionally. Nothing I can do about it except heat it back up and put it on another stick. Okay, I got the cabochon redobbed. Let's see how far we can get with this one. So that's a shine we get. Basalt's probably not known for its shining qualities, but I don't think that's bad. So what I'll do is I'll pop this off the stick, then I'll bring it down and I'll cut the edge, the bottom edge, and then I won't polish the backside, but I will smooth it out. So now we're all finished with our processing our CAD on the cab machine downstairs. I got the back polished. I got the edges broken. I think we got a pretty decent shine on the face there. Now I'm going to glue this bail on there so it can be hung on a necklace. So for that I use E6000, which has been working pretty good for me. So we'll just put a little dab on there. Don't take much. Kind of smeared all over there. And I'm going to have the orientation like that. Now it's really important that you get it centered. I think that's looking pretty good. Now I'm just going to set it off the edge and give it a chance to set up. And then we'll take a good look at it towards the end there. So we're all done with the cabochon made out of Porphyry. I got the bail glued on, and I thought it come out really nice. I like it. I'm going to put it, it'll be on my Etsy page if you guys are interested in it. If you like the video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you want to see more content like this, please subscribe. It gets the analytics out there so more people can see this. So next week, we'll be making a cabochon out of malachite. And I think you guys will be impressed with how pretty this stuff is. So with that being said, I appreciate you watching the video. Have a good one.